Morning, happy Wednesday. Today is the 6th day of October. This is the 8th episode of season 2 of the Be Your Own Hero show. HERO is an acronym. It means helping everyone reaps optimism. In other words, helping others helps you. It's a reciprocal action. So I'm your host. I'm sekouwrites. I'm a professional creative and the creator of what is now called the HERO Ministry, which is many things now, but originally it was an effort to uplift the unhoused by giving them brand new clothing items that are also wearable affirmations, and in that way uplift their spirit. That said, it is expanded in a number of different ways. Shout out to the New Thought Media Network for allowing me this space to talk about my journey of becoming my own hero, and right now my journey of becoming my own financial hero, hopefully with you too. All right, so let me put the website up. This is ntmedia.org right there. You can check out the site. You can see what the other programs are on the network. You can also make a donation to the network. So speaking of other programming, right after this show at 10:15 is prayer time. And then right after that is Sit with Rev Melissa, which you probably know I produce that show as well. And I may pop up at the end to say a few words. Oh, today there's no Sit with Rev Melissa. I'm glad I caught myself. Today, there's no Sit with Rev Melissa because she is doing Meditation with the Moon tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. So check us out tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, right here where you're watching this programming. But there is no Sit with Rev Melissa at 10:30. There we go. All right. So all that said, let me give a quick disclaimer. I am not a personal trainer. I am not a financial advisor. So the advice I give, take with a grain of salt. Do your own homework. Do your own research. Just know that I am attempting to provide value by sharing with you what has worked for me, and in most cases, what has not worked for me for your benefit. All right. All that said, if this show provides any value, please like, comment, share, spread the news, consider making a donation. The information is in the bio below. Do all that stuff so that we can spread the word, so we can help other people become their own financial heroes. All right, so I'm going to do a commercial break now. I'm still experimenting with the format for season 2. I'm going to do a commercial break now, and I'm going to come back and talk about a few things. So here we go. I'll be right back. Okay, so shout out to the people who are watching me live. Shout out to Nan. Shout out to Gladys. Shout out to Tim. My ride or dies. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into the HERO Ministry news. Today is day 128 of my HERO charity run. 128 days of me running every single day, at least a mile a day for the past 128 days. Today was the first day I added it up in terms of months, and I was shocked to discover that's like 4 months. Right? Gives it a whole different context when you add up that way. But anyway, I've been running like 4 months every day. And this is day 26 of me running a 5K every single day for the past 26 days. My original goal for the 5K was 8. And my original goal for running every day, at least a mile a day, was 30. So I'm well beyond on both. So I'm excited about that progress. And I'm excited about the consistency that I've surprised myself with. Just a reminder, you do not know what you're capable of. You have no idea what you're capable of until you get out there and you try. That's it. All right, so news. Shout out to Brandon Marshall of Nashville. Not only is he the most recent person to make a donation to the charity run, he also serves on the board of a nonprofit in Nashville. This is the Nashville Launch Pad, and he has asked on their behalf if they can be a part of the HERO charity run. I was like, wow, I got nonprofits asking me to be a part of this now. So I am thrilled. I am thrilled. Of course, I said yes. So now we are 8 nonprofits strong. I am donating to 8 different nonprofits, still in 4 cities across the nation. And again, this nonprofit also works with the unhoused. So we're right in flow. So their mission, and let me give the name again, the Nashville Launch Pad. They provide motel-based shelter for young members of the unhoused community, ages 18 to 24, which is amazing. And also they are supporters of the LGBTQ community and youth. So I'm really excited that they're serving that demographic, because as I've worked with the unhoused a little bit in Nashville, I've noticed that there is quite an age range of folks who are affected by this condition. And it's great to know that this organization exists and that they have made some pivots. Like, so during COVID, they have made some pivots to house people in motels, which was not their original thrust. So it's great that they've been able to make that pivot, that they've been creating partnership with motels and getting people off the streets. So shout out to Nashville Launch Pad. Welcome to the Hero Ministry family. We appreciate you. And I'll be shouting you out more and more as we move forward. Okay, so all that said, let's get into some financial literacy. In other words, let's get into some money. Okay, let me do the quotes. Let's do the quote from Ernest Holmes first, and then let's do the quote from Bob Proctor. I want to keep doing these quotes so that they become second nature to us. So, Ernest Holmes. Today I expect every good thing to come to me, for I know that divine abundance is forever manifesting itself in my affairs. Ashe. And here's Bob Proctor. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Ashe. Okay, so for the second day in a row, I was very not anxious, but I was eager to see when the stock market opens. It opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. For those of you who don't know, lock that into your memory banks. And I was eager to see what was going on because, I've been experimenting with Facebook a little bit. So as you may know, they seem to be beleaguered right now by different. I haven't clicked into all of it, but from the headlines, it looks like there's a lot going on Facebook. Looks like they're under attack. So the stock price has dipped again. If you've been watching, you know that I bought in at $330 yesterday, and then it went up, and now it's back down to 326, which is where it was 2 days ago. So I literally bought $1 worth of Facebook stock today at 326, and something interesting happened. It brought my, let's call it dollar cost average. Let's call it that, dollar cost average. I'm not sure if that's the right term, but it brought my dollar cost average down a bit. So I bought at 330, and now it's at 326, and I bought $1 at 326, and it brought my purchase price down a little bit below 330. So it's fascinating to know that you can do that with as little as $1. You can bring your average cost down. And so when it finally goes back up, I will have made more of a profit because I brought my price down a bit. So it's good to know that that's possible. So again, lock that into your memory banks. New thing that is an old thing. Today I got a dividend payment from Best Buy. Again, this is a position that I no longer hold. I closed that position. But as I was explaining earlier this week, depending upon when you close the position, you still get the dividend payment, which I still can't get over. That just blows my mind. So brass tacks, the EX date for Best Buy's dividends was September 13th. I closed my position in Best Buy on September 22nd. So at the time of their ex dividend date, I still had a position. So therefore, it triggered the payment of the dividend, even though I closed my position soon thereafter. And so it took about a month. Their actual pay date is October 5th. So it just arrived. It was 3 cents. So again, I'm imploring you to be aware of your ex-dividend dates if you own stocks that pay dividends, so that you definitely make sure you close your position after the ex-dividend date. Don't get frisky and hurry up and close something. Just wait for the ex-dividend date and then close, which is great practice, not being emotional about stocks. Practice discipline. So that said, the other thing that I was saying the other day is that because that stock, Best Buy, was in Cash App, the 3-cent dividend kicked out to my cash balance, which I don't want because now it's out of the stock market into my cash balance. So last time this happened, I just left it there. I talked to you guys about it. I let you know to be aware of it, be mindful of it. But this time I took action. So it kicked out 3 cents and I just bought $1 back. That's the dollar that I spent on Facebook. I spent $1 on Facebook. And the way I'm thinking about it is, all right, I spent $1 on Facebook, but I got 3 cents off. I got a 3 cent discount because of the 3 cent kickback in dividends that I got from Best Buy. So that's how I'm thinking about it. But my point is, every time, and hopefully maybe that'll be the last time, I'm not sure. But every time I get a dividend kick out on Cash App, I want to hurry up and get that dividend back into the stock market as quickly as possible. And on Cash App, you need to invest at least $1 into the stock market. You can't invest less than $1. So you're going to have to use your cash balance to buy back into the stock market on Cash App, which is the whole reason why I'm suggesting that you close any positions on dividend paying stocks that you have within Cash App. That said, don't move the money. Close your positions on Cash App for any stocks that pay dividends, but don't move the money, because I'm not 100% sure, but I think that if you move the money into your bank account, now it's income. So keep the money within Cash App, but reallocate it. Buy back into stocks that do not pay dividends, that are huge companies like Facebook, like Netflix. And again, I think on Friday, I'm going to list all the stocks that I have in Cash App. Because Cash App, for me, is becoming my I call it my layaway portfolio. I was trying to remember the technical term. My portfolio for growth stocks. That's the technical term, growth stocks. For me, I'm calling it my layaway portfolio. So those are stocks that are typically a little more expensive, but they're really big companies that we would call blue chip companies. They're going to keep continuing to do well. So that's what I got. That's what I got. Now, there's so much more on my list to talk about, but I'm already almost out of time. So let me just close with this. Our thesis statement is the only thing keeping us from riches are mindset, knowledge, and action. Mindset, knowledge, and action. So work on your mindset, increase your knowledge, and then take action. Nothing happens if you don't take action. Treat, but move your feet. You got to take action. All right, so class materials, closing out with this. Make sure you get The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Get the book. Make sure you listen to my podcast, Get Rich 101, where I am literally reading the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, and giving a modern update. And get the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Those are the class materials thus far. I've got some other stuff coming up, but those 3 things will get you moving in the right direction. All right, so keep doing. Be a hero. Be your own financial hero. And remember that now is better than perfect. I will see you at 11 p.m. for Sip with, wait a minute. I'm sorry, Meditation with the Moon at 11 p.m. And then you'll see me here again tomorrow for the Be Your Own Hero show. And I'll be talking about money. All right, so I'll see you soon. Keep doing. Be a hero. Be your own hero. Remember that now is better than perfect. And let me find my video. There it is. Later.